We want to welcome you to Building Vision Night. Thank you so much for coming and being a part of this service. And we wanted to take just a few moments tonight in the video to try to build the vision here at Calvary Baptist Church. And so you folks are an important part of this ministry. Everybody's important. Everybody has a gift that God has given to them. And we just are so thankful for what God has done for the Calvary Baptist Church. Of course, June the 8th, 1958, Brother J.R. Spees started and founded the Calvary Baptist Church of Union Grove and was here. And I thought about this, you know, what a tremendous testimony this church has, that in over 50 years of ministry, only 3 pastors have pastored this church. And that is a tremendous testimony to the people of the Calvary Baptist Church. But Brother Spees came June 8th, 1958, and stayed for about 20 years, I think it was. And then about 1978, of course, Pastor Joe Hamilton came. And then, of course, the church called myself. And never forget that Sunday, my wife and I came. And at that time, Zach and Samuel, and we're just little guys. That first Sunday, I'll never forget, I guess, 4 cars in the parking lot on that very first Sunday that we came. And our car was one of the 4. But there was a nucleus of people here who had a vision and wanted God to do something at the Calvary Baptist Church. And I'm so thankful for that. And some of those people are still here today. And we are very, very thankful for that. Well, God's brought us a long ways. You know that. In about the 21 or 22 years that I've been here, God's brought us a long ways. And many, many people have been saved. And many have been baptized. And we've saw the Lord do some miraculous things here. We've had a high day of over 500 people and many, many saved. And we're very thankful for the miracles that we have witnessed over the years at Calvary Baptist Church. Well, we've come to that time now in our ministry where it's time to launch out. It's time to expand our ministry. And most of you know that on any given Sunday that this building is packed and jammed. And, you know, to God be the glory for that. And which that's a blessing. And we're thankful for that. The problem is this, that a visitor will only hunt for a seat so many times. And now, you know, of course, we're used to it. And we're used to being packed and jammed. But visitors are not. And visitors walk in our doors. And number one, they have a hard time finding a place to sit. And even with ushers in the back, trying to find them a place to sit, hard to find a seat. It's hard to try to put a visitor in a metal chair. And then, you know, I'm thankful that we have people that are willing to get up and give visitors their seats. I'm so thankful for that. But even if we're able to accommodate the visitors, they're very packed in the pew. And so we have come to the place in our ministry, folks, it's time to build. We want to build the vision here tonight. And that's why we're grateful that you're here tonight. Let me just give you a perspective and sort of tell you where we are in our building. And you know, I thought about an amazing story in Exodus chapter 36. Of course, they were getting ready to build the tabernacle for God. And of course, God sent the word to Moses. And Moses began to spread the word among the people of God. Wonderful story. I hope you'll read that, Exodus chapter 36. Did you know the Bible says that the people got so excited about it, they began to work and they began to bring in the stuff for the tabernacle of God, so much so that the Bible says in Exodus 36 and verse number 6, so the people were restrained from bringing. They had brought so much, they had given so much that Moses actually had to restrain the people from giving anything else. Wouldn't it be great if people caught a vision here at Calvary Baptist Church and people begin to give so much so that we'd have to stand up from the pulpit and say, folks, we've got enough. Don't bring any more. And hey, listen, that could happen. God could do that. And that's what we're hoping will happen here at Calvary. Now somebody says, well, preacher, you know, they had a lot. May I remind you that those people who brought so much that they had to be restrained were slaves from Egypt. Yet they were excited about building God's house. And God blessed them and took what they gave and multiplied that. And we're hoping that'll happen here at Calvary. Well, listen, just to give you an idea of where we are as of November the 28th, We have right now a little under $100,000 in our building program. We have, just to give you a specific number, we have $98,277.83 in our building fund. If you look at our operating account right now, which is completely separate of our building fund, we have a little over $71,000 in our operating account. Now somebody says, "Preacher, that is a ton of money." Well, you know what? I guess in one way it looks like a lot of money. When you're getting ready to build a building that may cost close to $500,000, you know what? It's just a drop in the bucket. And this is a very active outreach ministry, and so we use what we take in. And so we're needing people to give so much that we won't have to take it out of the tithes and the offerings of the people of God. Listen, we'd like it to be where so much is being given toward the building fund that we can use that money in and of itself to retire the debt for the building expense. And so I hope that's understandable. If we go back 6 weeks in reverse and average it all out, basically what we have coming in, we have about $428, little over $428 per week that's coming in for the building fund. Now again, that may sound like a lot to some, but to be quite honest, we need that to go up dramatically. And so this is what I'm asking. I'm asking you to search your heart and to spend some time with your God and to ask God what God would have you to give extra and above what you're giving right now. We're going to ask you, and on the back wall, we have some of the blueprints that are covered in wrapping paper. We're going to unveil those tonight. You'll be able to look at the building plans close up. The reason we have those veiled in wrapping papers because this year I want you to give. I want each of our people, myself included, I want you to think about a Christmas gift that you could give to Christ that'll go toward our building fund. Some of you, listen, God has blessed you amazingly. And some of you could give very, very generously and you wouldn't be hurt at all. Others of you say, "Preacher, I don't have a whole lot to give." Well, but you know what? I believe this. I believe all of us can give something. We may not be able to give the same, but all of us can give something. And God can take what we give. Listen, little is much when God is in it. And God can take your little and God can make it into much. And so we want to encourage you to give. We want to see that building fund go up. We want to see that weekly building giving go up. And so we want to help you, listen, to build the vision. Folks, we need more space. We need more Sunday school space. We need new modernized nurseries to put all the babies in. And just a few weeks ago, we had almost 20 little ones just in the nursery alone. That's not counting our junior church, just in the nursery alone. And so God is doing something. And the last thing we want to do is stifle our growth at Calvary Baptist Church. And so will you do this? Will you buy into that vision and help us build? Will you help us expand the ministry and expand the vision here for the Calvary Baptist Church? I believe this. I believe our bigger and better days are yet to be seen. Listen, God is bringing people from all over our area. Some of our people are driving 45 minutes and an hour one way to come to the house of God. God is doing amazing work here at Calvary. And I hope so much that you'll help us, that you'll jump in there with us and help us build the vision for Calvary Baptist Church. God bless you. Thank you for being a part of the service tonight.